Good morning, everyone. This is Becky here at Aunt Beck's Creations, and I'm calling these my Toodlie Doodles. I'm working in my Kylie Koo inspired painty paper journal for doodles, and we've done several pages in this already. Well, I've done some on my own, and then I did this one with you the other day, so I thought I would come on and do another one just because Mary's not coming on this morning. So I figured I would come on and do this page, and you all could either join me with your books or just get some doodle ideas. So I hope everybody's having a good Thursday morning. I've just got a variety of Poscas again, and that's what I'm going to use. I just glued this girl down. I've had her for a while, and she just fit perfectly on this page. And it kind of looks like she's controlling these spheres. So I'm going to do the spheres individually. I'm going to just go around them real quick. Let's see. Yeah. Trying to decide, do I want a fat line or a thin line? And just got Greg out the door, and Scott's been gone for a while. And yeah, this day is starting. It's amazing to me how fast the weeks go anymore. It's just like, oh, it's Monday. Oh, it's Thursday. Oh, weekend. And you know, when we were younger and working, we had hump day back then, and it was all about working to the weekend. And now it's just about slow down a little bit. You know, we don't have to go this fast. Everything can slow down. I was looking at one of those newsy blibs on Facebook. You know how they put up their top 10 places to retire, blah, blah, blah. Well, I was looking at that this morning, and they actually say South Carolina is not a bad state to retire in, but I would like to be in a different place for the remaining years I have, and I think Scott does as well. And quite frankly, we're not particularly liking the health care we're getting here in this area. I mean, I like our nurse practitioner. The fact that we can't seem to get in to see her when we're sick is a problem. So it's all about well care with that office, and that's all well and good. But when you're sick, that's when you really need to be seen. And I don't know if this is a change because of the pandemic or if it's just this office. So I don't know. It's something else. Maybe there's just too many sick people and not enough people to care for them. Good morning, Cal. Hello. I'm glad you got your scraps. We need to start working on our autumn journals. So I might do that the next time I come live. I'm kind of enjoying coming on for just a little bit in the mornings and then get on with my day. I've got some yard work I need to do. But we've been having storms, so it's hard to get out there and do. When it's, threatening lightning and wind and all that kind of good stuff. I might not finish this page in one sitting. There's a lot on here with all these circles. Let's see. I spent yesterday cutting squares and hearts out of some more of my scraps. And somebody mentioned that I needed to swap my blade out, and I had done that after I signed off. And it does make a difference. If you're finding you have to cut too many times to get it to cut, that means your blade needs to be swapped out. And I didn't want to stop right then and do it, but I did. I swapped it out. It makes a big difference. Let's see here. Hi, Janet Nash. Good morning. Scott told me he's going to be late getting home for dinner tonight because one of the students he's going to have can't make it to the first couple classes. So he's taking time to meet up with him and go over some things. So I don't have to have dinner ready quite so early today. Hi, Dee Dee. Good morning. I just thought I'd come on and do my doodle live. Just doodling. Just doing whatever comes to mind. I don't have a pattern guide or anything. It's just I had this chick hanging around for a long time. So yeah. Yeah, the circles were on the painty paper that I had done. Yeah, it's just unbelievably hard to get in to see our nurse practitioner when we need to. So I don't know if they'll call me back today. And we're having trouble. Our vet has even cut his hours to where he's only there 4 days a week. And I can't seem to reach him on the phone. And right now I'm without transportation. So, because our car is dead again, Scott's ordered a whole new fuse box because the fuel pump relay, it's not hitting all the connections in the fuel fuse box. I'll get the right words out yet. So we're waiting on that to be delivered. So, oh, that wasn't dry. Whoopsie doodles. Get that black off there. We'll let that dry a little bit more. What do we want to do? I don't know. I need something else to do here. Let's do the chunky one. Chunky one. Chunky. I'm just going to do chunky. Yeah, so I need Bernadette to get her shots so that I can take her to the groomer because she looks like a shaggy baggy elephant and she's digging because she's dirty and I need to get flea stuff, but she's got to see the vet before he'll give her any more. And it's just like, oh my God. I just want to get the dog into the vet. And then I think about calling and making an appointment, but until the car is fixed, I have no way to get her there. And we could walk there. It would take me over an hour and a half to walk there. And quite frankly, the dog is so old, she might croak just on the walk. I don't think I'm up to that far of a walk either. Oh, I don't like that, but we're not going to worry about it right now. Kind of looks like a pillar now. Maybe this is her, or she conjures things up. Maybe she's a conjurer and these are coming up out of the... I think this one's getting dry. Might be time to order some Poscas, perhaps. It's only like a 7-minute drive, but for me to walk it, yeah. I walked, it's not far from the Joann's where I used to manage. And I walked home from there one day, and I know it took me over an hour. I was sick that day too, and the truck we had at the time was broken, and I had to get home, and it was not good. The Posca pens are fun. Trying to give that one time enough to dry. Yeah, it's been an interesting week. Well, Scott to work is an excellent idea, except he works 40 minutes away. So I would drive with him 40 minutes to there. I'd have to drive 40 minutes back. I'd have to take the dog to the vet. And then later in the evening, I would have to drive 40 minutes back out there and 40 minutes back in. And he's got to meet up with that student today. So we'd have to swing by tech. And then I would not have time to, that kind of thing. But we'll get it worked out eventually. It's just right now it's really unbelievably, that's not the pen I wanted. Issues. I have some issues. Oh my gosh. Oh, enjoy your walk. We do, but I have no money for Uber. We'll get it all worked out. The fuse box will get here, and then it's just an aggravation at this point. Yeah. I don't know how Uber would feel about me hauling a dog, a stinky dog, in their car. First, I got to get an appointment. Our vet used to be one that if you just showed up, you might have to wait a while, but you would get seen if you just showed up. But after, the pandemic, he did away with that. So we'll get her done. I don't know. I've left messages. Nobody calls me back. Scott says he's feeling fine now. So we've lost that window of opportunity to get him in. To be seen at the doctor's office. He said he's feeling better today. I know my husband, when he says he's feeling bad, he needs to be seen because he's already put it off, a long time. But now says he's feeling fine. He thinks it was the melatonin messing with him. And so he didn't take any last night. He says his head's feeling better. So I'm not liking that, but you can always fix it later. Yeah. This is looking weird. So I'm kind of hoping to get out and clean some more in those front garden beds and get that pine straw spread this morning. The storms we had the last couple days have been crazy. Was it day before yesterday? We had one move through, and that dead tree that's not too far up the road that I was telling Scott, I said, that's going to come down because it's hollow. And he didn't see it. I said, that tree is hollow. And it came down the other day. Part of it did. Part of it's still standing there, but it's all hollowed out. And Scott said, oh, that one's all hollowed out. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I've been telling you. To be careful if it's storming because that tree could come down, and it could have come down right in front of somebody's car. That would have been bad. As they were driving in blinding rain. Oh, well. It is what it is. Hi, Christy. I'm going to dry this. I'm going to cheat. The red pasta I have, I would add a little bit of red to these, but the red one I have, it comes out pink. So, well, I'm not going to do that. Let's see if we can do some white dots in here and have them stay white dots now. Yeah. That's not a very steady line, but it's a doodle. It doesn't have to be perfect. I think I'm going to have to do a Instacart order and get a few groceries delivered. wasn't. Those weren't quite dry, so I'm getting gray again. So I don't know if you guys watch Sleeper Dude, but I watched him and his kids and his wife. They're in Tennessee, up above Bristol, and they were redoing an AMC Pacer, I think. Is that right? And they're going to put it in a drag race. So it's kind of fun to watch. It's him, his wife, his two daughters, and his little boy. And they just finished putting up videos of their summer trip. They drove out west and they went through a whole bunch of the western states, Colorado, Montana, and out that way. It was really, really cool. You do grocery delivery 90% of the time. It is convenient unless you forget something. And then it's like, oh, that'll have to go on next time because I'm not paying a delivery charge for, one item. And I wish I could pick my shopper because there are some that I would not have deliver my groceries. Again, I wish you could pick the ones that you like shopping for you. Oh, and Callie's decided the world's come alive too much for her to cope out on the patio. So let me go let her in before she rips a hole through the door. I'll be right back. Hi, coal monster. He's the real coal monster. Good morning. Let me walk. I have to answer to my overlords. I mean, the cats. You've never done an Instacart order? It's quite convenient if you don't have transportation or if you don't have time. Hi, Callie. Yes, I know Cole is in from the bonus room. He comes in every morning to try to tick you guys off. It's his job. Yeah. Cole is my son's cat. Aren't you, Cole? He's like, I think she's pretty, but I'd still like to fight her. He's such a little pain in the neck. Anyway. Blue Jays are fussing. So, Christy, I just have one dress left to finish, and it's nearly finished. That worked out perfect. Ooh, it's really intense on there. Yeah, that's another good reason. With the numbers going up on everybody getting sick, I have not really wanted to be out in public. Let me see. See, this is more of a pink, and that's what I have. But I'm thinking it could still be cool. I've been tempted to do a grocery order. Whoa, see, this one, if you touch it just right, it dumps a bunch out. It's funny how sometimes you'll have a Posca that will do that. Most of the time, the white ones don't do that, but maybe the tip is just messed up on this one. I just want, now there's a piece of tissue stuck to it. The more I try to fix it, the worse it gets. Come off there. I just want a little dot. Just don't push down, Becky, or you'll have a blob. You're welcome. I'll get with you when they're ready. Let's see. Hello, Heather. It's raining in Nova Scotia. We had really heavy rains the last couple days. Yesterday was not bad. Today's looking, I was just peeking out from behind the curtain. I guess I'll start working on another one dry. Wow, wow, wow. Are you ready to go back out in the bonus room? Cole Monster? Cole is the only long-haired cat in the house. And he has huge paws. And he's got quite the attitude. Greg's other cat, Piper, she was in earlier. She follows Greg to the shower, and then while he's showering, she sits there and watches through the screen, watches him. And then when he's done in there, here they come down the hallway. She's got the funniest mew too, so she's going no, telling him she doesn't want him to go to work. I love this fat Posca. Make these little chunky rectangles. Sometimes they don't turn out, but that's okay. My problem is trying to keep my hands out of the wet where I've just been. That's why I figure this page might be done over